Well, for the past few days here, we've been honoring our military, the men and women from right here in Connecticut who are serving overseas.
UConn basketball did just the same by playing a game against Michigan State on the Ramstein Air base in Germany. Noah Finns was there for the event and joins us. What a time you had over there, Noah.
Oh, it really was, as far as sporting events goes, it was as big as any I've covered, and you know, it was just a regular season game, but it was a great game, and in the end, it really didn't matter who won. It was all about serving the people who devote their lives to serving us.
A treat for the troops. UConn, part of the first ever regular season college basketball game outside the country. It was played at the Ramstein Air Force Base. But before the game, the Huskies made a stop at the Landstuhl Regional Medical Center to get a heavy dose of reality.
I just want to tell you how much we appreciate your service.
The players and coaches meeting with wounded soldiers and with the men and women who take care of them at the largest Stage 1 trauma unit outside the country.
Guys like you help save lives.
We never think of it that way, but I guess that's true. But,
Army Staff Sergeant Michael Merritt supervises the radiology department at the hospital.
we're the first line out of Afghanistan or Iraq, and we're kind of the first people they see besides the ER, and we just, we kind of make them feel at home and take care of them as best we can.
Sergeant Merritt grew up in Canton and says he could probably be making more money in the private sector. But he, like the other servicemen and women, have something in common.
Underlying, I say, is patriotism, but I think the fact that all of us share a core of helping others, and then there's no other better, I say, honor to help others than to help your fellow countrymen.
So, how's everything going?
Danbury's Andrea Oliveira says she felt that way when she was in high school watching the terrorist attacks on 9/11.
Seeing all the television, all the reports, we have these young guys on the front lines, sacrificing their life. They have families, they have kids at home, and I'm like, wow, I want to be a part of that.
And so now she's an Army clinical nurse, recently at Walter Reed Hospital and now in Germany. Every day she tends to severely wounded soldiers.
And one last reading.
East Hartford's Tony Hodges says he feels the same way. He's a civilian now after having already served. He's employed at the hospital's ophthalmology ward.
The war wounded where, those are open globes and stuff that we have to repair, and that's probably the hardest part of the job.
Hodges sometimes finds himself as a tech in eye procedures and says there's no financial reward greater than helping our soldiers.
This is my way to give back to the soldiers that came before me and that's going to be after me. It's like being active duty, but it's not, and the reward that we get for helping our war wounded is payment that's beyond what I actually get financially.
Hodges got an even bigger reward when his beloved Huskies came to the base and upset Michigan State. The game was a way the civilian world was able to show its appreciation for the men and women who put serving others ahead of serving their own needs.
And that's why that game was so much fun for all of them, and I can't tell you how much they appreciated that the event was brought to them, because in their lifestyle, in their world, that just doesn't happen.
Yeah, they sacrificed
Some wonderful
so much.
stories.
It's good stuff.
Wonderful.